Badir Al Failakawi is a distinguished Kuwaiti artist specializing in wood burning art known as pyrography. With over 3 decades of experience, he began his journey in 1991 creating intricate designs using fire on wood. His expertise also extends to painting, calligraphy, and sculpture. Since 2017, he has passionately shared his craft by mentoring artists and conducting workshops, focusing on essential techniques, creativity, and artistic expression. His dedication lies in inspiring emerging talents, helping them refine their skills and unlocking their full artistic potential.
We are back to our show again, Beyond the Craft, and we're in the workshop with our distinguished guest. So let's welcome all of us, the artist Badir Failakawi. Hello and welcome to our show.
I'm very glad to be here with you and very happy to all of you to visit us in my studio.
Yeah, it's our privilege. Thank you so much for the great hospitality and amazing invitation. I saw all your amazing work about too many things. And the things you already been to, it's like here in the GCC, a little bit rare, but I saw it becomes now high demand.
Yes.
But before all of these, when did you start?
Well, the starting point was, as long as I remember, since I was a little kid. It goes back to, all the credit go to my father. He used to give me a pen, let me draw on newspapers, pictures,
Nice.
magazines.
Okay.
So I picked up the habit of drawing pictures. My mom, bless her soul, she used to provide me with all the materials that I wanted. So I grew up, everything was provided to me, and it helped me to discover myself and what style and what techniques that I'm going to.
So the amazing thing that your family supported you since you were young, and maybe they discovered about your talent, so that's why, or maybe that time they just want to test you, what about your things you like to do, and they saw that you're into drawing, so they supported you that time.
Yeah, they were very supportive for all the hobbies because I also play football for a while.
Nice. A soccer player?
Soccer player, goalkeeper.
Nice.
So they support me in all the hobbies, but my main, or my special interest is in drawing. I didn't like to use colors a lot though.
That time.
I like pencils and charcoals, and when I use colors, I use just one or two colors.
That's it.
That's it.
Why you being like white and black, like pencil and the charcoal, it's about white and black?
Because at that time, what is available is the watercolors. Watercolors is very difficult to control.
True.
But now I'm back into colors, discovering the colors. I tried the oil colors also. The hustle of preparing and cleaning afterwards, it's so much hustle, and also the smell of the oil itself. So I focused more into the pencil, charcoal mostly, and then I discovered the wood burning machine, the pyrography, and I get hooked.
Nice. So the journey before you discovered, I am very curious to know about something else.
Yeah.
So this is about to go about the family support. As a person like you, the good thing you are like self-taught person.
Yes.
You're always talking to yourself, always do brainstorming.
Yes.
Because you as a goalkeeper, he was in the last in the pitch.
Yes.
So when he's he
The
observed
most important player because he got a full view of the field, and
Yes.
he can direct.
And he can lead.
And lead also.
So you give
even if he's not the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that time you get the leadership from
True.
that time.
Sure.
But this is the only skill you get it from goalkeeper, or there's different skills you get it also?
Well, I learned a lot from sport, and also, as you said, being a goalkeeper is a very crucial position. Any mistake, it means it's a goal against my team, so I have to be alert all the time.
Always focus.
And focus on all the players. Then I went to my first job started as a marine officer.
Okay.
So I was on oil tankers,
Yes.
and it's also a very critical job. You have to be very careful with the safety, with the instructions, the navigation of the ship. I stayed there for about 10 years.
Nice.
Yeah, and gained a lot of experience.
Sure.
Fell in love with different countries, especially Japan.
Nice.
It's like one of the countries that I'm looking forward to visit again
Nice.
because I learned a lot also from
The
being in
discipline, see the
the
why,
discipline
the
and respect of the time.
yes,
It's like totally different.
different world.
Yeah, and also the artwork.
Yes.
Each country I'm visiting, I'm discovering a new type of art, a new type of artists, techniques. So all that I think contribute of making better the artist.
So you opened for me too many different topics. We are curious to ask all of them to you. But the thing is, the good thing we spoke about the goalkeeper, about the skills you get it from the goalkeeper, and marine. When you work in the marine, it's all about senses, discipline,
Yes.
and also getting the challenge and taking the responsibility.
Sure.
It's not easy,
Sure.
risking all. You're dealing with navigations.
True.
You have to good prediction, good opinions.
Yes.
You don't have to be hesitant. You just have to lead directly.
Exactly. Yeah.
So this is give you like the thing always to act, to have like plan A, B, Z. Always have plan B.
Yes, you do have the backup plans, but if you do things right, that's why I love to have checklists for everything. Especially with my ADHD, I can easily get distracted. So
Nice.
checklists help me a lot in prioritizing what I should do first, and also decision making. It's very crucial. So yeah, I learned that from working at sea.
So ADHD, it's like we consider, some people consider as a symptom, but
Yes.
it's a lifestyle also.
True.
Yeah. A good thing about the people, all have to be organized. Everything will have to be always in the right direction, in the right angle.
Yeah.
It helps you in your work as an artist also. You have to be too much accurate.
In my art, I used to be like, I want to go to the perfection to make like picture perfect. But then I discovered that I don't want to go there because I'm not a camera.
Yes,
I'm
sure,
not a
true.
printer. I want the touch of the brush or the feeling of the brush
Handcraft.
is there. So, but I want to capture the feeling. So when you look at the pictures, you can tell it's painted at afternoon or in the morning, or it's a pleasant feeling. If I draw a seashore scene, you can sense the smell of the sea,
Sure.
and you can hear the seagulls, the background. So triggering those memories, this is what makes true artists.
And the good thing also, you love talking deep. This is very deep things.
Yeah.
You like to observe a lot.
Sure.
Maybe this is like because you love to capture the moments. Maybe you have to live your own moments. Is there like any moment you will not forget about one of your artwork? Or somebody did dedicate something to you, something you will not forget? Because every work is a memory, we can say.
Yes.
A moment.
Yeah. Well, to me, every piece got a story behind it,
Okay.
and to me, like art and artists are very important in any community because they are not just drawing pictures and showing galleries. The true role of an artist is to document the what's happening. It's like what's happening in Gaza and all that. The artist can capture those and document what's happening through his own point of view. We have the late Ayub Hussein. He's one of the famous artists in Kuwait.
Yes.
One of the things, Kishk Mubarak and Mbarkiya, nobody knows the true color of that until they went back to his painting.
Yes.
They know the right
Yes.
color. It
Yes.
should be.
The late artist.
Yes.
Ayub Ayub,
Yeah.
Yes.
So the role of an artist, it's documenting, and that what makes each piece has its own story.
On a story, everything is like specified. So when we spoke more about the burning the wood, we call biography, right?
Biography.
Biography.
Yeah.
Now every time we learn something new in our show, beyond the craft, even the pronunciation. So when did you follow the journey to go to this kind of art? I know it's like something new. The preparation is totally different.
Yes.
Tell us more. We are curious.
Well, it happens in 1991.
Okay.
We were all volunteering after the liberation of Kuwait.
Yes.
So we were in Matia, one of the schools. We had a group. We volunteered to clean the area. Help,
the area.
we would do some revision for the young kids, to prepare them for school. And I was in the carpenting and art section. And one of my friends, he brought this wood burning machine and
yes.
told me just give it a try. And that was the first time. Of course, I
Do you remember the first artwork you did with it?
The first artwork, actually, it's been given to, I think, the Korean ambassador at that time.
Okay.
It was,
Symbol?
yeah, it represents what happened in the invasion. The map of Kuwait, and there's a man standing and a snake going around him, trying to bite him, but he's standing. That shows us how people in the resistance of Kuwait who stayed in Kuwait.
Yeah.
So that was my first
Artwork.
artwork.
How was the review about this artwork that time? When you dedicated, when you did it, when you showed it to the public?
At that time, people started to like it, but at that time there were no
Yes.
social media or internet.
Yeah, not
all
like
that
now.
stuff. And it was difficult to also learn. So I was self-teaching, and trying to discover ways. Of course, I ruined a lot of
It's okay.
tools and pieces of wood. I tried on different materials, burned myself a lot. Then it came the time where I went to work at sea. That kind of like pause, me working on wood burning, because it's a hassle to take it to the ship, especially the oil tankers and gas ships. So I stick only to the pencils and paper. But when I quit my job in 2010,
Okay.
I stayed for about 3 years without a job. So that made me go back, dig deep into my stuff, get the tools again, with the help now with the internet at that time. So I started to discover more
Again,
techniques, and I picked it from there. And I started 2017. I started to give workshops.
Very nice. We will wish you all the best in your career. We'll talk about workshops topic later. We'll back again about the wood burning. What is, you mentioned about you get burned a lot when you were young.
Yes. Yeah.
It's okay. But it's like I always overcome a challenge. So what about the main challenge you're facing with this artworks?
The wood burning, you mean?
Yes.
The wood. The first thing was how to get a proper wood.
Okay.
Of course, I went through a lot type of woods. I discovered there's some pieces are very difficult to work with. Some pieces you cannot work with it, and some type of woods are very, very easy to work with.
This type of woods you can work easy with it?
Yes, like the Canadian maple wood and Kuwaiti woods. It's the cedar.
Okay, cedar.
I love to work with cedar wood.
Yes.
Actually, we have a piece which participate in Oman and Bahrain exposed there.
Exposed, nice.
It is nice if it's related to
Heritage.
origin and heritage. But I love to work with Canadian maple and cedar. And now there's a new type I've just tried it. It's called Wawa.
Wawa?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very soft, very light, and this is the one I'm going to be using it for.
Continuing your rest. So we are now, after we heard this amazing things about the type of the woods, we are very curious to know about your artwork. Are you ready?
Yes, sure.
Always ready. So dear viewers, let's go to the break. Then we'll continue your show Beyond the Craft with our distinguished guests, Badr and Farid Chawi. So stay tuned.
Pyrography, the ancient art of wood burning, is where precision meets patience and raw materials transform into timeless works of craftsmanship. Derived from the Greek words pur and graphos, meaning writing with fire, pyrography involves using heated tools to etch intricate designs onto wood, leather, or even paper. The process begins with a steady hand and a clear vision. A pyrography tool, akin to a pen but tipped with fire, becomes an extension of the artist's will. As the heated tip touches the surface, it scorches the material, creating lines, textures, and shading that bring images to life. With each deliberate movement, the scent of burning wood fills the air, a subtle reminder of the transformation taking place. Unlike traditional drawing or painting, pyrography requires mastery over both pressure and temperature. Gentle touches yield soft, delicate shades, while a firmer hand and higher heat produce deeper, richer tones. The artist dances between light and dark, layering detail upon detail to craft images of striking realism and depth. What makes pyrography remarkable is its permanence. Unlike pencil marks or brushstrokes, these designs are etched into the very fabric of the material, giving them a sense of enduring beauty and strength. It is an art form that demands focus, patience, and respect for the medium. Pyrography is more than just burning wood, it is storytelling through fire. It celebrates the harmony between nature's elements, wood, heat, and human creativity.
We are back to our show again, Beyond the Craft, with our distinguished guest, the artist Badr Ferchawi. Our distinguished guest Badr, we spoke before in our first segment about your journey. We ended with the type of the wood you like to work with. Sure. But we want to know more about the tools. Now we know the wood. What about the tools?
Well, the tools. Let me talk about the history of pyrography. It's a very ancient artwork, type of art that nobody knows about it a lot.
Okay.
The first piece they discovered is about 780.
Okay.
And they use very primitive tools like needles. They put it on fire and they just do little doodling on all the wood pieces they have.
Nice.
Then it progressed to a gasoline machine, but it's very difficult to carry around and it's dangerous. Then came the electricity, which is from that time until now, they use the electric wood burning machines.
Yes.
There's a new type of burning technique. They use chemicals.
Okay.
Which is it looks like a normal marker. There's very safe chemicals. You can write and draw whatever. And on that piece of wood, if you put a heat gun, whatever you draw, the chemical touches, it will burn faster.
Okay.
So it will show it. So it's a safe way to discover the word of wood burning. I used it for the young kids because normally in my workshops I don't take younger than 14 years old.
But because of the safety.
Because of the safety. So when I discovered about that marker, so this is a nice way to introduce a little kid as young as 5 and 6 years old.
Very nice. And you tried most of these tools.
Definitely.
For sure.
And one technique which I found interesting and didn't use it yet is the magnify glass.
Magnify glass.
Using the solar, the sun. I've seen a lot of artists doing that.
Did you ask them? Did you go there and you see how they are trying with the magnify?
Well, with the social media now, you can contact any artists anywhere in the world. So that's the benefit of the internet. So yeah, I get in contact with some of the artists, learned few things. Some also artists, they also ask me about certain techniques. So it's a nice community.
Nice community, nice cooperation
yes,
also.
Yeah.
And there is something else. We want to know the mindset of the artist Badr Ferchawi. Like how he think about any artwork in the beginning, how he's discovered this masterpiece, how he wants to try. Like maybe sometimes people, they get the idea when they are driving their car, maybe inspiration from the nature, maybe traveling, maybe word, maybe he got something, maybe he saw something. What about you?
Well, to me, artist is art in general. It's a way of expressing feelings.
Feelings, okay.
It's like the musician, you write music, the poet, you write poetry. Also, the artist will
express feelings.
So the emotion that he goes through, what's happening around him, it all contribute and affect of what he's gonna draw.
Very
and
nice.
How he's gonna draw it. I have prepared canvas to draw. I have the idea and everything, but still I didn't get the flair.
Okay.
I outline what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do, but still the artist know when he's gonna start and how he's gonna start. So you can wait for that feeling to just trigger inside you and you start.
You start.
Yeah.
Like I saw these amazing artworks behind me. Let's talk about the first one, this one.
This is actually it's a collaboration between me and a friend of mine, Saleh Khalaf.
Okay.
He specializes in wood and he do like very amazing furniture and all that. So this is the Wawa wood.
Wawa wood, yes. I can feel it. This looks different. It's easy.
It's very easy, very soft, easy to carve. We use carving, and I also combine the carving and the wood burning. It's not a finished piece yet. It's work in
Under progress.
Yes.
What about the horse one?
The horses, actually, maybe you noticed that I love to draw horses.
Yes, I
especially
can tell you.
Horses, and it has a story behind it.
Which is?
In the, I think, 1986, we were riding horses, and I had an accident. I love to ride horses, but I never rode a horse since.
I want to ask, are you a horse rider?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom, she made me promise that I will never ride a horse ever again, because I had to stay in the hospital for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
And we were in Latin Kuwait, so she was so scared, and she made me promise not to
do it
to ride again.
Okay.
So I've shifted my love to horses
to implement it in the artworking. But the way that this thing, the even the shadow you put,
Yes.
you make it too much perfect. How many hours, how many days you got to do this masterpiece?
It's a nice point that you mentioned, because the people who's not experienced with especially the Arabian horses,
Yes.
will say, "Oh, this is amazing! It looks good, or it looks beautiful." But the breeders, they give me like a lot of
Mistakes, I know.
Especially like this one. One breeder told me the nostril must be open more because he's in motion.
Okay.
His ears must be pointing in that certain way.
Yeah.
The size of that muscle should be that. So I love to go to those places where a lot of breeders there to give me a lot of
Feedbacks.
advice and feedbacks
It's
to
important.
improve it. Yeah,
This is a good thing. Like you like to listen,
of course.
you love to learn, and but for the good ones, the people, they are experts, so
Yes.
learning better.
Yes.
That's a good thing, because if you are able to listen, if you are able to accept, you will achieve. This is the most important thing, right?
True.
This is something in your blood. Keep it in your mind always.
Yeah.
To observe, to learn, to listen.
Always, we are always learning. If anybody said that I learned everything, he's not.
He's not.
right.
Yeah. So what about when you mention about learning? It means workshop. How many workshops you attended all these years? You can't count it.
Attended.
You cannot
I
count.
lost count.
Yes.
Also, the workshop that I gave also.
Yes.
Because since 2017, I've been given workshops in pyrography and also drawing basics, acrylic, hopefully soon watercolor. Because I
Nice.
went back to
After
watercolor.
long
Yeah,
years.
yeah. All the credit go to an artist called Nahal Atabi. She's one of the, I think is one of the best abstract watercolor artists in Kuwait. And I had the privilege to attend a couple workshops with her. And she's the one who encouraged me to go back.
So on behalf of our show, we're sending our gratitude for her as well. Because in our show Beyond the Craft, we met too many different distinguished guests. Some of them, they mention like you, a person who's supporting them as an artist, and you mentioned this artist. Is it important these days for the artists to communicate with each other and always cooperate?
Definitely. Like I've been an art mentor for about a whole year with Passion Enterprise.
Okay.
I really learn a lot, and I loved it because I can see the artist, or which they didn't even discover themselves yet, and I help them to discover themselves. And a lot of the people who I've been working with, they start participating in expos, and they sell some
Proud.
of their artwork. And then we, a group of artists, we created a group called Piece of Art. It all started with me with the unfinished paintings that I'm doing. So we agreed that we all gather in one of the cafes, and we finished artwork and start to build up. The community became bigger, and now there's a lot of ideas.
Ideas upcoming.
Trips to outside Kuwait,
Nice.
trips inside Kuwait to visit certain places, participating in expo as a group. Hopefully, it's going to be a gallery at the end, and we participate in international expos as the gallery.
And there's something else. Piece of Art group. Now it's like a good idea, like an initiative to create and also teach art. How does it feel to be a mentor? It's a good feeling, I know. Like imagine you teach people, like too many workshops, and they came to you after long years. I said, you're the one who taught me.
Yes,
How does it
yes.
feel to you as mentor? Badr?
It feels great. It feels
Nice.
great, especially when it's like an artist called Iman Al Abdallah.
Okay.
She took about, I think, 5 workshops with me
Okay.
in biography, and now she gives workshops. Her artwork is totally different. The style, she starts using different colors, gold leaves, the style of drawing, and every time I see any of her new artwork, it just makes me so happy.
Nice. It's every time when you see her, you feel more proud. Like,
Yes, true.
it's a good thing to be a mentor. Do you want to continue to be a mentor even in piece of art?
Definitely, a piece of art. This is what we do actually. When we gather all different artists who have different techniques using different materials, also different ages, beginners and also professional. So we're all together. So you get like the kids sitting with a very professional artist, learning from each other's. Even the professional, we learn from the kids. The kids have very beautiful imagination, which adults lack. And the adults have the techniques, the experience, which the kids don't have.
Don't
So
have.
put them in one table and see how
So
they
much fun, huh?
interact. It's really
So what about the common question you get from the kids always in your workshops and the piece of art?
they are, they want to jump into like doing the perfect
Okay.
pictures.
Yeah, okay.
They don't want to learn the steps. So they come like, I want to draw this. I want to how to draw an eye or how to draw this character. So I try to teach them the basics on the things they love.
And the
Like, if
things
they
they
love this kind of character, okay, I'll teach you the basics of drawings, the fundamentals, to draw that.
And even it's a good way to see the new generation of the talents
Sure,
also.
sure.
So there is like any new talents coming for this upcoming year?
Definitely.
There
A
is.
lot of talents coming up, and also the artist community is getting bigger.
Nice.
And being in Expos outside Kuwait, comparing the artwork, the
How would-
Kuwaiti artists
yeah.
are like much distinguished, and the level of artists like in the higher place.
And it's a good thing when you participate outside Kuwait. You are a great ambassador of our country.
True.
How does it feel you're participating, representing state of Kuwait?
You kind of get the responsibility
Yes.
to show the best of
Your work.
your work, and also to represent Kuwait in the best way. That's why I'm always, when I go to international, I
Level.
always wear the dishdasha,
Nice. The full dress.
yes, it's a must for me. Interacting with the crowd
In any occasion.
Yes, yeah, interacting with the crowds, with different artists, it's very crucial because you learn a lot, and you never know, like you get opportunities to do workshops in different countries. Yeah.
Perfect. Thumbs out for you.
Yeah.
We say all the times our guest Badr Filchawi, we are very proud of you about this amazing journey when you've been in since young age.
Yeah.
For all these years, you're doing your best, and you're doing your best, and you're presenting our country very, very well. And also, you're teaching as a social responsibility to the kids to following the lead. We can say all the time, thank you so much for everything, Badr.
Thank you for having me. I've really had a great time with this interview, and thank you so much.
You're most welcome. So, dear viewers, we're speaking to the artist Badr Filchawi. He's already sharing with us about his journey through the artwork since he was young, with his parents who supported him, and he continuing the journey when he worked in the Marine, and then he joined too many different kind of workshops, and then he already going to the Burning the Wood artist, considered one of the oldest profession. Maybe it used to be profession before, now it becomes an art, and now how he is now teaching, and he become like as a mentor, teaching the new generation about how to be a great artist. Hope you enjoyed our episode. See you next time, and have a good day.